This is an Xbox controller, and unfortunately for me, it's having issues. Basically, this button here doesn't work. It's getting stuck. I've already tried to clean up through the hole with a piece of paper. I've blown it out, but still it's stuck, and I'm not satisfied because I use this button a lot to change players, and it has a lot of functionality when playing the games. So I've decided to check it out and see what is going on. I'll try and clean it up from the inside, but before that, I need to open it up and clean it, then put it back together. So these are the tools that we're going to use to open it up, and the one that we're going to use is the T10 or T15, depending on the screws that we found there. We also need a flat screwdriver like this one here to open up these parts. So let's take it apart. First of all, I'll have to remove the batteries because I won't need them for now. And we'll have to take out this side, right? Next, the controller have 5 screws, which we need to remove. Open up these. Once that is out, this can easily be removed. That's the back cover. And here we have the entire controller. There it is. Next thing, we need to remove these buttons. But before we do that, we'll have to take out the front panel as well. Then we have the controller itself. So the button that we're looking at is this one here. We need to check why it's not bouncing back like this one here. So first thing first, let's take out these two. And then let's disassemble this. Carefully, not to break these two, otherwise you won't have a functional controller anymore. Out. Next, we need to remove this front panel here. And to do that, the clips are over here. So carefully and gently remove this clip from this side. And then on the next side. And now the front panel is out. This is the front panel, and I'll tell you why it's failing. Then, basically, this is a functional controller, and you won't have to touch this. The issue that we're having is with this one here. As you can see, this is steady, but this is broken, and that's the reason why the controller wasn't responsive. You can see it's broken. We need to glue this with a very strong proxy. And to do that, for us, we're going to use the Steel Quickest epoxy. This is a combination of 2 chemicals which become a very strong glue. And I think for us, this is going to work. So let's go and do that. 2 combination of quick steel. So will you mix the 2 and make it a glue? Our mixture is ready, the epoxy. Then we need to glue this back. You need to be careful when you're putting this back. Make sure that it goes exactly where you want it to be. Hold for about a minute and that should be ready. Alright guys, make sure that the epoxy dries very well, otherwise it will break again, or it won't be enough to release the pressure. So just give it a little bit of minutes for it to dry, and then we'll reassemble the controller and try it out. We've waited a few minutes and our epoxy has dried out. So now it's time to reassemble the controller itself. The first thing that we're going to do is to put back the front panel, the one that we glued. And to do that, you need to be careful and make sure that everything goes back to where it was. All right. Okay, it seems nice. Now let's put the battery back. And let's switch it on and see if it will come on. Otherwise, then it's dead.